What's up, gang? I'm TheCovertCrow. Welcome back to the channel. I'm super pumped. I'm so excited. You won't believe it what I've come into and gotten my hands on. My first Rolex. I'm handling my first Rolex. I'm 51 years old. It took me this long to handle my first Rolex? What is going on? Anyway, thanks to my good friend Jack. Big Jack helped me out. He's had this for about 2 years now. I want to know if it lives up to all the hype. And that's the Datejust 41. The Rolex Datejust Oyster Perpetual 41. This thing is killer. It takes it to the next level, let me tell you. And we're going to have a blast going through it. You can see I already got the white gloves on. So thanks, Big Jack. Let's get into the review. Also, Big Jack loves this watch so much, I got to get it back to him in a relatively good time. So I only have a few days to play around with it and, check things out. But at first glance, I'm talking top-notch, superb quality. And I mean, is that any surprise to anybody? It's a Rolex. So we're talking about the Rolex Datejust 41. We have a gorgeous blue dial. This is a beautiful sunburst style, as I'll show you here. And of course, I'll also include some macro shots so you can check that stuff out while we're going through the review. But this beauty, this Oyster Perpetual, reference 126300. It is dynamite. And I'm telling you right now, if I could do something to get this off of Jack's hands, man, oh man, I don't know what it is, but I'd have to really think about it and consider it. This beauty is a 39.5 millimeter case. Stainless steel, polished bezel, all the trimmings. You know what it is. Come on, it's a Rolex. It is a beautiful icon of casual and dress design. A watch that will take you into the next millennium, certainly. One of the most recognizable timepieces that Rolex makes and continues to make. It's tasteful, it's beautiful to look at, reliable with the in-house movement, and easy to service, low maintenance. And of course, super recognizable with that elegant and classy appearance. Man, check that out. I'm not going to hold on to it too long. I'm going to have my fun with it, do my thing, and then I'm going to get it back to Jack. Because I don't want something to happen to it, and then you know what? I'll be on the lamp again. Now, the specs, we'll get into the specs because, I mean, everyone knows the specs. You've probably heard it or you've probably read about it. You've probably seen it online. But I'll give it to you anyway because we know there's different variations, right? So like we said, this Datejust 41 comes in at 39.5 millimeters. We have a lug width of 21 millimeters. We have a lug-to-lug of 47.4 millimeters. A beautiful thickness of only 11.6 millimeters. She's great. She'll be under the cuff, no problem. We have a 5.6 millimeter crown and not too much heft. Bracelet and all, coming in at only 127 grams. Wow, that's awesome, right? And with that Jubilee stainless steel polished and brushed bracelet, we have a screw down crown as well as a screw down case back with 100-meter water resistance, which is pretty damn good. And of course, being a dress casual watch and having a touch of sportiness to it, it is very versatile. And this thing could be worn for a number of occasions, from top-notch dress occasion all the way down to jeans and t-shirt, maybe even shorts and t-shirt. It'll still work. So like most of my reviews, we'll cover off the case, we'll get into the dial, we'll look at the movement, we'll look at the bracelet option, we'll take a look at the cost, overall wearability. So getting into that dial, we're looking at the beautiful sunburst blue. It's like a navy blue. It is spectacular and very rich and classy looking. We have the Rolex applied crown at the 12 o'clock position, where it should be, with Oyster Perpetual and Datejust sign just below. We also have the cost signing down at the 6 o'clock position. We have a gorgeous and very sharp and clear date complication at the 3 o'clock position with a cyclops to magnify that number for the date. It just works. We have white gold indices for those hour markers going around the dial. We also have white gold hands, hour, minute, and second. The indices and the hands, the hour and minute hands, are loomed, and it is fantastic loom. And we also have 5-minute increments going around the dial representing the minutes or seconds, giving it a sporty touch for the outer ring of that dial, as well as the Rolex engraved chapter ring. Very classy touch, and on a number of different pieces. Like I said, this is next level, this is top notch, and it's to be expected, because that's what you pay for. Everything is on point, everything is sharp, the lines are crisp, everything has its great dimensions. It just looks dynamite. Now, the movement and powerhouse for this beauty, we're looking at the in-house Rolex caliber 3235 movement. She is a high beat anti-magnetic movement, pumping out a whopping 28,800 vibrations per hour, and she has a fantastic power reserve of 70 hours. Sheesh, you put this thing on the nightstand and you're picking it up, 2.5 days later, and she's still telling the correct time and date. Can't beat that. This is a very reputable and easily serviced movement. You can take this thing back within your 5-year Rolex warranty, and they'll make sure that it's tip-top shape and she's running no problem for you. Now the bracelet, next level. We're talking Rolex Jubilee, stainless steel, brushed and polished links. It looks great with an easy link system in the clasp and the oyster clasp, which is engraved with the Rolex crown. It is a deployant style, fold over clasp with easy link system, so you have adjustment capabilities. The thing just feels very strong, very durable, very rich and elegant. It is 21 millimeters from the lug connection and tapers down to a very slim 15.3 millimeters. But even the clasp itself, it's next level. Like, I have a couple of other watches that are bracelet design, and the clasp for this watch is just awesome. With that fold over deployant style, it is great. And it also has the adjustment inside, the easy link adjustment inside. Now the cost of the Rolex Datejust 41, we're looking at around $8,500 Canadian, or the price of a used car that might be in your driveway right now. But this is true class. Someone once told me many years ago, you never regret buying quality. Well, this thing is next level quality, let me tell you. It's beautiful, classic design, timeless. Awesome history, one of the best luxury watch companies on the planet. This is a fantastic luxury casual dress timepiece with a sporty feel to it as well. Great for all occasions. It has a fantastic fit, and with that Jubilee bracelet and clasp, gives you the strength and durability you need so that it's not going to come off and it's not going to fall into the water, or it's not going to, break or whatnot. That's what you expect. That's what you're paying for. It is a joy and a very functional watch wearing experience. Special thanks to my man Jack. He is a hard worker and has put in his time, and this is a well-deserved timepiece. He has earned every bit of this piece. I'm telling you straight up, from an owner of a Tudor Black Bay GMT, handling this Rolex has been a joy and rewarding watch experience. And I am so excited to have had the chance to finally handle my first Rolex. Even if it's for a brief period of time, it has been a pleasure. I'm completely blown away. It validates everything I've read about it over the years. The Rolex Datejust 41, it just might be one of the best luxury timepieces on the planet. And it could be for you. I know that if I wanted to get a Rolex or get my first Rolex, this could be the one that I consider. She's that gorgeous. I'm the TheCovertCrow. Do me a favor and like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that bell icon because you don't want to miss the next video. And let me tell you, there's always going to be another video. That's my time for today. Do me a favor if you also want to follow me on Instagram. It should be right there. Check me out, drop me a line, drop me a comment. Also, comment about the watch. If anything, tell me about how you feel about the watch. If you have any questions, concerns, or the like, just drop them down below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching. I appreciate all of your support, and I'll look to see you on the next one.